guys, Exotic Dan here. Welcome back to another video in a series where I react to, learn things, and review things about Australia. So today, in this video, I'm going to be doing something a little bit different than what I would normally do. So today, we are going to be reacting to some of the best things to do in Sydney, Australia. Now, as a Canadian, I don't really know too much about Sydney. I do know that it is a city in Australia, but that is all I know. Um, Actually, Sydney is actually one of the very few cities that us Canadians actually know about. What I know about Sydney in Australia is that it's a city in Australia. I don't know exactly where it is, like on a map. Like if I was given a map of Australia, I would not know where Sydney would be. So on Google Maps, I actually pulled up like a little diagram, or I guess you could say like a little map of where Sydney would be on a map. Actually, where Sydney is actually on a map. Um, so, so according to Google Maps, it says that it looks like Sydney is in New South Wales. I don't know why I'm revealing this, like it's groundbreaking information, but it is groundbreaking information for many Canadians. So I don't really know too much about Sydney. I don't even know what some of the best things to do in Sydney even are. So today we are going to be reacting to a video of what some of the best things to do in Sydney, Australia are. So I have a video here which basically explains some of the best things to do. Well, actually, it actually says the 15 best things to do in and around Sydney. So, yeah, let's actually take a look at it and see what we can find. So, yeah, top 10 best things to do in Sydney, Australia. Let's take a look.
What's up guys, we're here in Sydney, and in this video, we're going to show you our top things to do here. So hope you enjoy it.
So I'm just going to go back a little bit. So this is a landscape of Sydney, Australia. So far, this city, it looks very beautiful. Like, very beautiful. It gives me like some vibes of like Toronto and even like Vancouver. Like that's kind of like it's kind of giving me those types of vibes. But aside from the Canadian like view of things, it definitely does have like it looks very beautiful. I'm not gonna lie there. It looks very beautiful.
So we're going to show you our top things to do here. So hope you enjoy it.
Alright, let's see.
Sydney is located on Australia's southeastern coast in New South Wales.
Okay.
It's a vibrant metropolis built around one of the world's most spectacular harbors, famously lined by the iconic Sydney Opera House and Harbour Bridge. But beyond its prominent landmarks, the city also boasts a stunning coastline, diverse neighborhoods, and a thriving culinary scene. In this video, we share our top things to do in and around Sydney. At the end, we'll also share a few travel tips. Now let's dive in. We're Zach and Ina. We make helpful videos about destinations around the world so you can easily plan your own adventures.
Free views of the Sydney Harbour.
The Sydney Harbour can be admired for free from many different vantage points. Circular Quay is the most popular zone, as you'll see the most iconic angles of the harbour from here. For a higher perspective, head up to the Rotunda observation deck right at the quay. It offers a fantastic elevated viewing platform. Just keep in mind that if there's a cruise ship in the harbour, the view will be blocked from here.
So far, this actually looks like a very beautiful view. Like, you could, like, be, like, standing, like, from a distance, which in this case is the Rotunda Observation Deck? Am I saying that right? Rotunda? Rotunda? I don't know if I'm saying that right. But from where this person is viewing it, it looks very beautiful. Like, this is like such a beautiful view. Now, the Sydney Opera House, I've actually have heard about that. I just don't know too much about it.
Crossing the water, Kirribilli Lookout is another prime spot, delivering spectacular views that frame both the harbor bridge and the opera house beautifully.
These are
Barangaroo
some very
Reserve
beautiful
is more of a
views,
hidden
actually.
gem option that offers lovely views of the bridge as well. And as evening approaches, Observatory Hill Park becomes a local favorite, particularly for its stunning sunset vistas.
Take a ferry or cruise around Sydney Harbor.
While land-based viewpoints are definitely beautiful, experiencing Sydney Harbor by ferry or cruise offers a unique perspective. Beyond the Opera House, these voyages also provide sweeping skyline views of downtown Sydney. From Circular Quay, it's easy to hop on a public ferry to various parts of the city. You simply
Really?
tap on and off with your contactless credit or debit card. Fares generally range between 8 to 11 Australian dollars for a one-way trip, depending on the destination. We took a few rides
8 to 11 Australian dollars for a one-way ferry ride. It's actually, I don't know how much that would be in Canadian currency, but for what I would have to say about this, it doesn't seem that bad. Like, it actually seems relatively reasonable and a relatively reasonable price as well, I would say. Like, I honestly wouldn't mind doing that, actually. I wouldn't mind paying 8 to 11 Australian dollars for a one-way ferry ride.
on different ferries, and the highlight was returning to the harbor after sunset to witness the lights illuminating the city in a warm glow.
So that's Sydney at night, and so far, with the night view, it actually looks very beautiful. Like, with all the lights, the neon, like, yeah, like, with all the neon lights and everything just, like, all so lit up at night, it looks so much more beautiful. And that's, like, yeah, it's very beautiful. Explore Manly. Manly. What's Manly?
Manly is a beachside suburb of northern Sydney. It's easily accessible by a 20 to 30 minute ferry ride from Circular Quay. This charming area offers a full day of activities. After getting off the ferry, you can stroll the Corso, which is a vibrant pedestrian mall brimming with shops and eateries.
Oh,
This strip
interesting.
brings you to Manly Beach, where you can watch local surfers from the seaside walls. From there, you can also take a short stroll to the tranquil Shelley Beach, which is perfect for swimming and snorkeling. Finally, you can embark on the picturesque Manly Scenic Walkway, a 10-kilometer or 6.2-mile one-way hike to Spit Bridge.
Like, that actually seems like a very nice trail and a very nice path to walk on. Like, it looks very beautiful. But I'm sure that it's even more beautiful, like, in person, like, if you're actually there. But yeah, this is honestly very interesting. So this is like Manly. So, and there's apparently like eateries and shops like around the area as well. That's actually pretty cool. I honestly wouldn't mind checking that out actually. Experience the hip neighborhoods.
Sydney is home to a wealth of vibrant neighborhoods, each offering its own unique charm. We stayed in Surrey Hills, which is an eclectic area renowned for its fantastic brunch spots, trendy bars, and diverse range of restaurants.
Okay.
Just a short hop away, Newtown pulses with an alternative energy and boasts an incredible array of vintage shops. Further along, Merrickville has emerged as a great area to visit, with its significant number of microbreweries. These are just a few examples, as Sydney offers countless other fascinating areas to explore as well.
So I'm just gonna go back a tiny bit because I did see something here that I kind of want to like.
Areas to explore as well.
So apparently, this is something that happens like in Australia. I do know that there's like a few places in Canada where you can actually like go into like a restaurant or a pub, and you could actually like listen to like music like live. Like that's pretty cool actually. Um, I think that would actually be a pretty cool like experience, like like eating your meal, your brunch, your breakfast, like eating breakfast, brunch, lunch, or dinner, and then just like listening to the music play. Like that's honestly pretty cool. Like I said before, there are places in Canada, and there are places in Canada that actually do that. So it's very nice to know that there's other places in the world that actually do that. I actually thought that was just a Canada thing, believe it or not. Do the Kogi to Bondi Coastal Walk. So is this like a trail?
Located along Sydney's eastern suburbs, the Coogee to Bondi Coastal Walk is a must-do.
Kogi to Bondi. Okay. So the Kogi to Bondi Walk.
You can reach either starting point by public bus from the city's central business district. This one-way walk is about 6 kilometers or 3.7 miles and includes some inclines and stairs.
Oh,
It's generally
interesting.
considered easy to medium difficulty. Along the way, you'll encounter amazing clifftop views and pass by several stunning beaches, including Clovelly, Bronte, and Tamarama Beach.
That's actually very interesting. So you're like walking by and well, I don't know if you're like well, I don't know if you're walking through them, but I would say you might be technically walking by like some very nice beaches. Like just looking at this beach right here, Tamarama Beach. I think that's honestly a really cool beach actually. Like it looks very beautiful. Yeah, this is a very beautiful scene. Like very beautiful scenery.
If you've got some extra time, you can also stop by the Clovelly Bowling and Recreation Club to enjoy a couple hours of lawn bowling with ocean views.
Lawn bowling. That is very interesting. I have never heard, well, I don't know if I've heard of it, but I think I might have heard something about like lawn sports. I didn't know that lawn bowling was a thing though. But that's pretty cool that they have like a little area for like lawn bowling. I think that'd honestly be really cool. I honestly wouldn't mind trying out lawn bowling actually. I think that'd honestly be pretty cool to try out.
We pre-booked a session of barefoot bowling here and really enjoyed it.
Relax at the famous Bondi Beach. Okay.
Bondi Beach is arguably Sydney's most famous stretch of sand. It earned its iconic status through its stunning crescent shape, consistent surf, and the popular TV show called Bondi Rescue, which showcases the daily heroism of the beach's lifeguards. It's a great place to soak up the
Yeah, and just looking right here, like this actually looks like very beautiful, actually.
sun and watch skilled surfers ride the waves, or go surfing yourself. You can also find the Bondi Iceberg Swimming Club here, with its dramatic ocean pools carved into the rocks.
Wait, there's a pool like built above or within like there's a swimming pool carved into the rocks. That is very interesting. Like go back a little bit actually. Look at that. There is an actual pool that is like connected to the actual beach itself. How is that even possible?
Swimming club here, with its dramatic ocean pools carved into the rocks. Beyond the beach, Bondi is also a popular area to stay, with a vibrant atmosphere and a range of bars and restaurants.
Some of those buildings actually looked very beautiful actually. Like this one right here, I don't know if I can go back a little bit to show you.
With its dramatic ocean pools carved into the rocks. Beyond the beach,
Yeah, like this part right here, this actually looks very beautiful. I actually would actually walk by this if it was like if I had the ability to like by this or even through this, I honestly would. Like it's honestly that beautiful that I would want to walk through and in and like if you can go in, that is. And yeah, I honestly wouldn't mind exploring this area. It looks very beautiful. So yeah, pretty cool. I like that. Experience Circular Quay. Okay, so we're back here.
Circular Quay is Sydney's vibrant heart, as this is where cruise ships dock and also where ferries depart for various harbor destinations. From our experience, this is where the city's energy pulses the strongest. You can stroll along the foreshore to marvel at the landmarks up close, visit the
Yeah, like if you were like walking through
city's
here,
energy pulses the strongest.
see if I can show you.
You can stroll along.
Yeah, like look, this honestly looks like a very nice place to like walk on, and you'd also like take like a look at like some of like the most famous landmarks in Sydney as well, and you can even see the Opera House from here, which is amazing. And this pathway by the quay, it just looks so beautiful.
The foreshore to marvel at the landmarks up close, visit the Museum of Contemporary Art Australia, or enjoy waterfront dining.
Yeah, look at these. These are some very nice buildings. And there's the Opera House. For the Sydney Opera House. Okay, I was actually wondering if they were going to showcase this or not. So so you can actually do tours of the Sydney Opera House? That's pretty cool, actually.
As the Sydney Opera House is a world-famous landmark, it's a must-visit when you're in the city. You can take in the views from many different angles on the outside, or enter some areas in the foyer for free. However, the performance halls can only be visited on an hour-long guided tour. If you do the tour, you'll learn about the building's controversial yet interesting past, acoustic design, and what—
Whoa, this is inside the Opera House? That is a very beautiful opera house, like right there. That is very beautiful.
makes it a World Heritage listed architectural masterpiece. And if you're lucky, you might even catch a rehearsal in the background or see the crew preparing a set.
That's actually pretty cool. Like, if you're lucky enough, you might actually see, like, possible rehearsals and even crew, like, preparing a set. I honestly think that's pretty cool. Like, apparently, if you're just very lucky, you might just see rehearsals. That is really cool. I honestly think that's cool. Like, I think that's really cool that they're actually, like, you may actually have that chance to do that. Or see that. Look at this. That is so beautiful. Wow.
I visited Sydney about 8 years ago, and I just took pictures of the Sydney Opera House from the outside. But after doing this guided experience, I definitely have a better understanding of the history and the stories of this place. Which brings us to the sponsor of today's video. Get Your Guide is the leading online travel—
I'm just gonna skip this sponsor quickly. Alright guys, I am back.
We highly recommend using Get Your Guide during your next trip.
Okay. Day trip to the Blue Mountains. Blue Mountains. Are these mountains blue? Like, why are they called the Blue Mountains?
Just 2 hours west of Sydney lies the majestic Blue Mountains National Park. This
Oh, a
UNESCO
national
World
park.
Heritage Area is renowned for its dramatic cliffs, eucalyptus forests, and cascading waterfalls. We visited this park on a day trip, which was a fantastic way to get a taste of this natural wonder. Our tour included breathtaking lookouts, like the iconic Three Sisters.
That's pretty cool, actually. Like, this actually looks like a very beautiful view. I do kind of wonder why it's called the Blue Mountains, though. Like, the mountains aren't very blue.
In Lincoln's Rock. But the highlight was undeniably the hike down to the bottom of Wentworth Falls, where we found ourselves on a trail that was cut into the cliff face. The stairs were steep and slippery at times, so we definitely recommend wearing proper hiking shoes for this trail.
See the Royal Botanic Garden and Miss Macquarie's chair. Okay.
Right on the edge of Sydney Harbour lies the sprawling Royal Botanic Garden. Established in 1816, this is Australia's oldest scientific institution, boasting a wealth of plants from around the world.
Hold up. So there's like wildlife and plants here at this park? That's pretty cool, actually.
We especially love the vibrant rose displays and the small lotus pond.
Yeah.
Strolling through its tranquil pathway,
Like right here, like this looks very beautiful. We do have like a few, I don't know if we have like botanic gardens in Canada, but we definitely do have like very nice gardens in general. So it's very cool that there is like this garden here, and it looks very beautiful.
offers a refreshing escape from the city's bustle.
Like it has like very beautiful like the scene itself, and looks beautiful, the plants beautiful, and even the lotus pond itself, that's also very beautiful. And just walking through it, you can already just see like how beautiful it is.
At the garden's eastern end sits Mrs. Macquarie's chair, which is a historic vantage point. From this scenic spot, you're treated to amazing panoramic views of the Opera House,
Whoa.
Harbour Bridge, and city skyline.
Wow.
This is also a nice tranquil place to watch the sunset.
Enjoy Darling Harbour. So this seems to be more south than most of the other places in Sydney.
Darling Harbour is located on the western outskirts of Sydney's CBD. This lively precinct offers an abundance of entertainment, from the Sea Life Sydney Aquarium to the Australian National Maritime Museum. Our favorite things about this area were the incredible array of waterfront restaurants and bars, as well as the vibrant atmosphere they create. It's perfect for enjoying a meal or drink with a view. But our visit was made even more magical since we were in Sydney during the annual Vivid Sydney Festival in late May.
There's an annual festival that goes on in Sydney every May. That's pretty cool. And this is part, and I'm assuming that this is part of the festival, and it's called the Vivid Sydney Festival. So, honestly, this looks very beautiful. Like, if you were here in Sydney in late May, then this would honestly be like a really good place to like, check out and explore. Like, I think this would honestly be a really cool place to actually check out. And even if you were there during like the Vivid Sydney Festival, I honestly would actually, stay there and actually like kind of experience it for myself. That's actually pretty cool.
For this event, Darling Harbour transforms into a canvas of light, with incredible projections and art installations illuminating the entire area.
Whoa, that is so cool. Like, that actually looks very beautiful. And you can actually walk through these? That is so cool. I honestly would love to do that. Wow. Look at how beautiful these are. My god. Okay. Shop at the Rocks Market. The Rocks Market. I wonder what this is about.
Sydney truly comes alive on weekends thanks to its range of markets, and visiting one is an authentic Australian experience. We particularly loved exploring the Rocks Market, nestled amidst the historic cobblestone streets of Sydney's oldest neighborhood. Here, you can spend hours browsing unique souvenirs, handcrafted items, and local artwork.
Wow.
There's also an abundance of food stalls, offering everything from gourmet street food to delicious sweet treats.
Oh, that's cool. So they got like a little bit of everything like within that little market there. So I think that's pretty cool. Like having like I think picking up some souvenirs would actually be pretty cool, in my opinion. So yeah, I think that would honestly be really nice to actually check out. Walk from Rose Bay to Watson's Bay. Wonder what this is.
One of Sydney's best experiences, in our opinion, is the walk from Rose Bay to Watsons Bay. These eastern suburbs offer a peaceful, residential charm and feel far away from the city's buzz. We highly recommend starting by taking a ferry from Circular Quay to Rose Bay. This area has an expansive sandy beach. From there, connect to the Hermitage Foreshore Walk, which is our favorite trail in the Sydney area. This easy path delivers great views of
that trail itself, it actually looked very beautiful to walk through.
The skyline and passes by hidden coves as well as secluded beaches, such as Queens Beach, Milk Beach, and Shark Beach.
This is a very beautiful
The trail also
view,
winds
actually.
through a residential area, which is not marked, so that's why we tracked our route, and we left a link to it in the description below the video, so you can follow it on your phone.
Wow, look at that. Very beautiful area. Whoa. Hold up, I want to go back a little bit. Alright, sorry there, my computer had a little bit of a malfunction there. Anyways, but back to what I was saying, actually. Walking on this bridge itself, it looks very nice to walk on. I honestly wouldn't mind walking on this bridge myself, actually. It does make me kind of wonder, though, like, how tall it is from, like, the ocean itself. So, yeah. But, aside from that, this actually looks like a very nice bridge, and a very nice bridge to actually walk on.
At the end of the trail, you'll arrive at Watsons Bay, another picturesque residential area with waterfront restaurants and dramatic cliff views.
Whoa.
We capped off the day here with another peaceful sunset and dramatic cliff
Look at this. That is very beautiful.
views. We capped off the day here with another peaceful sunset before catching the ferry back to Circular Quay.
Walk the Harbor Bridge and ascend South Pylon Lookout. Okay.
The Sydney Harbour Bridge is a focal point of the city. You can stroll across this well-engineered structure via the pedestrian walkway, which can be accessed by a set of stairs on Cumberland Street in the Rocks neighborhood. If you're looking for an epic adventure,
The bridge itself actually looks very beautiful, actually. Like, just looking at it in general, it honestly looks very cool. And it looks very nice to just walk by. And you can even drive on the bridge as well. I bet it would be also pretty cool to, like, drive on the bridge as well. But having that sidewalk view as well, which I believe is actually what it is, because I believe what these people are actually on are a sidewalk, and even just walking by this bridge itself, it just looks very beautiful and very stunning to just walk by, and it's probably even more beautiful and stunning to, like, even drive on it as well.
you can also undertake the famed bridge climb, where you walk across the arches of the bridge.
My God.
We opted for a more relaxed experience by visiting the Pylon Lookout and Museum, which offered a fascinating history of the bridge's construction and
There's a museum that is located with it that's actually part of the bridge itself. And it actually explains the history of the bridge too. That is crazy. That is absolutely insane.
its importance to Sydney. The viewing platform at the top also had one of the most spectacular panoramas of Sydney Harbour.
Wow. And I'm just gonna go back a little bit. So this is actually something you can walk on. I don't know if I would, like, have the guts to actually, like, walk on that. Like, that actually does look pretty high. I don't know if I'd actually be brave enough to actually climb up that or not. Like, I'm sure the view from up there is, like, very beautiful, but I honestly have, like, a little bit of a fear of heights, so I don't know if I'd be, like, brave enough to, like, actually, like, go up that or not. But yet again, you do have to admit, it's probably very beautiful if you actually can walk up there and see the view from up there as well. Alright, number 1 spot. Explore the Rock's historic area. What? I wonder what this is.
Exploring the Rocks was undeniably our favorite Sydney experience.
Okay.
It feels like a step back in time to the very birthplace of modern Australia. Situated beneath the Sydney Harbour Bridge, this historic area is filled with charming cobblestone streets and colonial buildings.
Wow. Like, these look like they were built, like, I'm trying to think of it, like, I really don't know how to describe it. Like, it looks like there's like it looks like these buildings were built like in a historic time. And honestly, just looking at these buildings in general, it looks very cool to actually just like, see it. Like, I honestly wouldn't mind like even just like exploring this place. So this is the Observer Hotel. Is this like an actual hotel?
To unravel its rich history, we recommend joining a guided walking tour. Our 1.5-hour immersion took us through hidden alleyways and past heritage-listed pubs and landmarks.
Wow.
We listened to fascinating stories from our local guide, which included how this area transformed from a convict settlement into a bustling waterfront neighborhood.
That is actually really cool, actually. I can definitely see why this is number 1 now. Like, this looks really cool, actually. Now, look at these. These look so nice.
Now, we'll share a few travel tips for Sydney.
Okay.
First, it's best to stay in the CBD if you have the budget for it. This is because it's walking distance from most attractions and offers great public transportation connections.
Okay.
We found Surrey Hills to be a good base as well, due to its connectivity. Located right by Central Station, it offers easy access to trains and metros for both the CBD and the airport. Areas like Bondi Beach and other coastal suburbs are beautiful if you're planning for a beach holiday, but they're less convenient for city exploration since they often require multiple bus connections to reach the center. Sydney has a vast public transportation network consisting of trains, buses, ferries, and light rail. You can use a contactless credit or debit card to easily tap on and off when traveling. Alternatively,
really cool.
you can purchase a reusable Opal card and load money onto it to top up. Sydney enjoys a generally mild climate, but your experience can vary greatly with the seasons. Early autumn and late spring are often considered the sweet spots. These months offer pleasant temperatures. Summer is great for beach time, but also brings more humidity and crowds. We visited from the middle to the end of May and experienced very unpredictable weather. So no matter when you visit, always pack layers and be prepared for both sunshine and rain. If you have more time in Sydney or are looking for other things to do,
So, I'm just going to get rid of these quickly. So these are some other things to do. Sydney Tower Eye, Tarongazoo, is that how you say it? Luna Park, day trip to Royal National Park, whale watching mid-May to early November, and wine tasting in Hunter Valley. Luna Park. I wonder what Luna Park is. I'm actually going to search that up once this video is done, actually. That actually sounds like very cool to actually check out.
I also put a list of different options on the screen here. And if you're planning your trip to Australia, we recommend keeping things organized with our interactive travel planner. Find a discount code in the description below the video. We also included other important links in the description that will help make your Sydney experience the best it can be, so make sure to check those out. We'll catch you on the next adventure.
That was actually a very cool video, actually. Like, it gave me like a very good idea of like what Sydney is and like what to even expect in Sydney as well. Like, I think that's really cool that they showed that. But anyways, what I'm going to do now is I'm actually going to search up that place that they mentioned earlier, before they before they ended off the video, which is Luna Park. I'm actually going to take a look at that, actually. So here's Luna Park. To me, this actually looks like a fair, actually, like a little carnival. Like, this honestly looks like really cool, actually. I honestly would love to check this place out. So yeah, that's honestly really cool, actually. I'm actually going to see if I can get, like, any pictures of this, actually. So, so I'm assuming that these are the pictures of the park itself. Like, this honestly looks like a really cool, like, place to, like, actually check out, actually. Like, look at this. Now, honestly, when I go to, like, places like these are honestly places that I actually love checking out. Like, these are honestly, like, some of my favorite things to do, believe it or not. Going to amusement parks. So that's pretty cool that they actually have that here. And they got, like, so many different, like, attractions as well. Like, look at that. That actually looks pretty cool. Like, this part, like everything about this park looks kind of cool. But that face though, it kind of does make me feel like it does kind of scare me like a little bit. But despite all that, it honestly does look like a really cool park. Like, I don't know if like that face right there is gonna eat you or not, but yeah, that's honestly like a really cool area to like like possibly check out. Yeah, like look at all these rides here. I would love to check out this if I ever like got the chance to go to Sydney, Australia. But yeah, but anyways, I think with all that being said, I think this is where I'm gonna end off this video. If you guys happen to enjoy this video of me reacting to what some of the best things to do in Sydney, Australia are, make sure that you give this video a thumbs up. And if there's anything that you think that hasn't been mentioned, like in this video that you think that should have made the list in that video that I watched, please share it in the comments below. And if you have any other things you want me to react to, learn about, or even review about Australia in general, feel free to leave it down in the comments below. And until then, I will see you guys in the next one. Goodbye!